Monday morning, everybody, is what I meant to say. As you can tell, got a case of the Mondays. We're going to be shipping out 44 orders from the weekend, long weekend. So this will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday orders. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Let me know if you guys have had some good sales, how your sales have been. My sales have been steady in July. Steady, but not great sales. I mean, not a lot of sales. So steady, slow sales are my sales right now. So we'll get this going so I can make sure I see everybody in the chat. All right. Good morning. Yeah, let me know how your sales are going. Again, full-time reseller here. Thanks for popping in. We're going to be going over everything I sold over the past weekend. I'm going to tell you around how much I paid and around how much I made. Buyer pays shipping for everything. If you're watching this later, you're going to know right away what's up with that. So good morning, Jens. Thank you for popping in. Like I said, let me know as you pop in how your orders have been. We'll go ahead and I'll let you know how many orders we have. 44 orders. 5 of them came from Depop. Now remember, Depop does not charge sellers anymore. So there are no seller fees on Depop anymore. So 5 sales like Mercari, no seller fees. Mercari, 2 sales. Poshmark, 4 sales. So Depop was my biggest. Again, 11 sales between the two. If I didn't cross list and didn't have auto posture, I'd have 0 over there. So those 11 sales definitely helped lift me through the weekend. As always, I always talk about that. Orders have been slow for me too. Benjamin, it's just the way it is. I know, right? It's July, summer slowdown. I've been listing. It's just slow. It's what it is. Yeah, steady and slow. Steady and slow. It's exactly steady and slow. I can come in and be like, my sales have been really steady throughout the whole month. Really steady and slow. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So let's go over some of the first sales. We'll do Mercari since it's the suckiest so far. Two Mercari sales. We'll get that out of the way. One of the things that I've done and that you could do this month is find stuff around your house. In fact, I could make a video about it, but like these right here, they should light up. Yeah, they light up. Mickey sandals. So these are Mickey sandals. They light up and they do all their things. These are my sons. What you can do is find things around your house and list them. So we had a whole bunch of shoes that were my sons that don't fit anymore. So I listed them. I've already sold two pairs of shoes, and basically that's like all profit, right? You don't think about that when you buy it. You don't think you're going to resell it. When did you start? I just started. Hello, beautiful morning, Ben. Thanks for coming in. Size sweater in the background. Okay, so I will talk about that here in a second. New sweater, addition to the family. I'll talk about that here in a second. Mindy, good morning. Lynn's found a pink FootJoy golf button up and a FootJoy short sleeve windbreaker. That windbreaker should probably do better than the polo. The windbreakers for FootJoys usually do better for me. $6 each. Nice finds. Yeah, FootJoy windbreakers do better. What's up, Lish? Okay, so let's send out these. Again, Mercari order. These were barely ever worn. And those sold for $22 on Mercari. So again, I get to keep all that money. Do I have anything to put them in? No. The good news is I do now. This is great news. I have something to put in. Good morning, Mindy. Glenn, what's up? My son just outgrew those same ones. I just put them on the side. Hey, listen, Disney sells, as we know. Disney Crocs sell. If you didn't see my last video, it was like make $100 over on YouTube. It was me. First day I was in there, the thrift store, and I was going back and forth over these Crocs, thanks, Lish, that were Lightning McQueen, and they just weren't worth it. Maybe if they were $1 at a garage sale, they would have been worth it, but they won't. They just weren't. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna pack these up. What I'll do, I'm gonna put a little bit of this packing paper in there. I don't have the big roll. I think the big roll is probably cheaper. I just don't have space to have one of those big rolls and roll it out and rip it off. So I got these squares on Amazon. And they're perfect. Actually, they've lasted me a lot longer than what I thought. I still have the original. What's up, Tej? How was the fishing this weekend? Good. Good. We did a little artificial bait. It did okay. And then the night crawlers, you know, they love the meat. The fish love the meat. So we had to give them those night crawlers. And they did fine with those. Did you make sure to look out? Do you make sure to look out for soccer jerseys? OHM, yes. Actually, one of my best video, like for some reason, my best shorts on YouTube, it's not great. It's from like my beginning of my time. It was an awful video. Was it Ronaldo soccer jersey from Brazil, the original Ronaldo? And yeah, soccer jerseys, I've always known I've been really good sellers, but you have to be very careful with soccer jerseys because there are a lot of fake. So let's say you go to a soccer game in Madrid, you go in the stadium, they sell all the merch. I think Madrid is Adidas. So Adidas, everything inside. You go outside of the stadium, and they have bootleg everywhere jerseys. Most people are going to pay $20 for a bootleg jersey than the real one. So point I say that is when you're out thrifting, more than likely you're going to see a lot more bootleg jerseys than original jerseys. If you can find vintage soccer jerseys, there's a lot of money to be made there. Look at vintage USA Olympic team soccer jerseys or USA jerseys. Soccer jerseys. They sell for a lot of money. But yeah, those sold for $22. I don't even know how much we paid for them. Again, that was a kid's sale. My kid's sale. Good morning. Love your videos. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it. I'm actually going to put out another one today. Yeah. Lots of money. What's up, Jack? Jack Thrifts is in the house. He was actually in my last video. You guys want to check that out, Jack Thrifts. He does a lot of vintage. So if you're into vintage stuff, you definitely want to give him a follow on IG and YouTube. Good morning. What's up, Harbor? Okay. Thank you for the Monday morning. Yeah, Looney. I can always count on you coming in here too. Okay. Mercari. Again, last sale. So only 2 sales on Mercari. I keep all the profit, but I'd rather make more sales and give up 10%. To be honest, or 12% or whatever. But this is just a Brooks Brothers size small, but it does have the little golden fleece there in the middle, or the little fleece, whatever you call those there in the middle, the logo, the hit. That sold for $18. As you guys know, I picked these up only if they had the little hit on them, and this is a size small. A lot of people are like, oh, size small, not getting it automatically. I still sell it. What's up, Trisha? What's going on here? We're just packing up sales. 44 of them. 44 of them. Let's see. Is the Salvation Army stores in your location have $2.99 sale on the clothing? No. Oh, on July 26th, 27th? Maybe. I don't know. We used to have a really good one. It was actually my honey hole. I would go every day during my lunch hour when I taught, every single day. And I would go in there, and every day they'd be rolling out new carts. And it was vintage all the way up to Burberry. Everything priced so cheap. It was the best. And then after the pandemic hit, they couldn't hire anybody, and then it just ended up closing down. I'm in the pool swimming. Well, thanks for rubbing that in. Thanks for rubbing that in, Trish. I think you were just talking about shipping. Can you repeat what you just said, please? Jessica, sure. What do you want me to talk about with shipping? Depop was so good this weekend. Hold on. I think I fixed it. Jack, what did you do different on Depop? So Jack sells mostly on Depop. He was nervous about what Mercari did. They passed the fees on to the sellers, or to the buyers, excuse me. And my Mercari sales have gone downhill. People on Depop are like, oh crap, that happened to Mercari. It's going to happen to Depop. He said he figured out how to go around it. I have an original blue line 1990s Griffin Jr. poster, an original glass frame. Would you take the poster out and sell it on eBay? Sell the frame local? It depends how much it's worth, see, Rich. For me, you would be able to save a lot of money, like a ton of money, if you took it out of the frame and put it in a roll tube, the poster. So yeah, you would save an extreme amount of money if you took it out. If you ship that thing in the original frame and everything, you're not going to get as much money. And you can roll that up in a bigger tube if you're worried about it crinkling. You can just get a bigger tube so it has more room to roll, not get like that roll crease. I think. Good morning, Brian. What's up? Is he frozen? Anyone else? I can see you, hear him. Ken Griffey, got you. Not frozen. Good. Autoposher and did a big sale. Oh, there you go. So Jack did auto posture and a big sale. So yeah, Jack just got auto posture this weekend, and he's running. I've been trying to tell him he needs to cross list over to other platforms. I've sold 11 items over on other platforms, and I wouldn't have done that if it didn't cross list. You already have auto posture. Do it. Refresh all listings. I could in the sale. Got the algorithm back in my favor. There you go. And it should, as soon as auto posture, give it a month, you'll get those algos back. I have so much inventory to post that I'm struggling with eBay shipping to the point where I'm not posting anything because I don't know what to do. Do you share your shipping discount with the buyer? I don't. I don't share my shipping discount with the buyer. I do just calculated shipping. So I put in the dimensions, the weight, and how I'm going to ship the item, if it's ground, priority, flat rate, and that's what I do. I do not pass it to the buyer. I don't give the discount to the buyer. I just do my normal thing that I've always done, and I had 34 sales. Good morning, Cynthia. I'm going to. Okay, Jack, I got you. I'll stay off you for a little bit. Speaking of soccer jerseys, he found a USA soccer jersey. It's like a gem. It's a unicorn. A lot of returns are not eBay only. Brandon, okay. So Bearded doesn't allow returns. I allow returns. Basically, I think you should allow returns. I have returns, but buyer pays shipping. So I allow returns, but the buyer has to pay shipping. This isn't no free ride. You don't get to try on your clothes and then send it back after the night that you went out in them. So I do buyer pays shipping back. But yeah, free return or returns, but buyer pays shipping. What's going on here, bro? What's up, Casey? Tammy, good morning. Can't figure out to set up shipping policies on eBay. Are you using a phone or desktop? It's not. You could probably just go to YouTube and look up how to set up shipping policies, or go to eBay or go to Google how to set up shipping policies. I honestly can't help you with that question because it's been so long. I mean, 8 or 9 years since I did that, so I forget. It's probably changed since I've done it. So from your phone, you need to do it from your desktop. It'll be way easier from your desktop, I promise. 30-day free return. And 10% of eBay for top rated will surpass the loss of returns. There you go. So Casey's saying do 30-day free returns and your 10% off eBay fees for being top rated plus will surpass the loss of returns. I've heard that too. I don't share my shipping discount either. Yeah, Trisha doesn't share it either. I just don't either. And Pamela, I don't share my shipping discount either. I make money and don't see the difference in sales. Yeah, I don't see the difference in sales either. Let's do the next. What are we going to do? So that's both of them, right? Brooks Brothers, yeah. So Mercari done. 2 sales. Done. Poshmark. Only 4 sales over on Poshmark. I sold these shoes overnight, so I'll go ahead and do those. Look how cute these little Jordans are. Little 7Cs, little just now walking little shoes. So cute. So these little Jordans were $7.99. I recently did a video on them. Well, they say it's 6 on the bottom, so maybe these ones were $6.99. But yeah, these little Jordans, $6.99. Sold them on Poshmark for $23. So cute. So cute. Good morning, Bobby. Make sure I got everything. Okay, so these are going to go out. These are Poshmark, right? So what I'm going to do, instead of putting them in a box, I'm going to use free stuff because I'm all about free, except for this. This wasn't free. This is probably like, I don't know, 5 cents worth of bubble wrap, maybe, being generous. I'm going to roll these up in this bubble wrap. Really nice and neat, right? Really nice and neat. I'll put a little piece of tape on them just so I don't hear you guys get mad at me. Can you set up shipper page return shipping and settings? Yeah, I've never seen it. You have to do it from your laptop, but yeah, when you do your shipping policies, I do buyer pays return. Actually, you could probably even do that from your phone. Buyer pays return. I joined Auto Posture with your code last week. I'm loving it so far. Hey, appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, you guys hear me talk about, I will never talk about something that I don't think is worth it, like selling on eBay. That's where I get most of my sales. Auto Posture has increased my sales. I appreciate using my code that gives you money. It's like a win-win. You get a little money, I get a little kickback, so I appreciate that. So thanks for saying you use my code. But yeah, Auto Posture is awesome, and you're already seeing a difference. So I love it. So what I did, I put those in this. That doesn't look bad, does it? It doesn't look bad. right? Boom, boom. Now I'm going to put it in a padded flat rate envelope that is free from USPS.com and get it in there since I already took the sticky stuff off. Now it's sticking to everything. Get it, get it, get it. All right, put that in there. And we'll fold it over. Put a piece of tape on it now. But yeah. So those sold for $23 over on Poshmark. Poshmark takes 20%, which is whatever. So you just have to think. People complain about the fees. Go to a retail store and ask how many items get stolen. They're theft. That will make you be like, oh man, I'm glad I pay those fees. When I get a return, it also asks me the whole way through the process if I want to pay for the LA. Laura, try to ask me that question. Yeah, no, I gotta try and reread that. Can you set up a shipping pay return shipping? Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Do you remove okay, so you guys answered Jamie's question, but to everybody, Jamie asks, do I remove the $6.99? Do I remove the Sharpie from the bottom? I don't. I sold 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of thrifted shoes, all with the Sharpie on the bottom. I left it there. I sold 2 pair of my personal shoes, or my kids' shoes and my shoes. I'm glad you're having great sales. If you're just now joining, my sales have been steady and not great. So I'm making sales. I'm listening, steady and not great. My last 3 payouts have been like definitely my worst consecutive payouts of the year. It's okay though. Cross listing. I get Mercari money. I get Depop money. I get Poshmark money. So that's good. That helps balance it out. Hi there. Do you ever go to estate sales? Yes, I love estate sales. In fact, estatesale.net. I have the app now, and I kind of keep track of what's good, what's not, and I go to them. I went to my first one this past week and bought St. John, Brooks Brothers, Orange Tab, Levi's, etc. I think I should go to more of those. Good prices, $2 to $8 each. Exactly. People go to estate sales, and they, for the most part, don't go to the clothing. So people go to estate sales, and for the most part, don't go to clothing. In fact, when my dad ran estate sales, that was like the last thing. You'd put a laminated piece of paper on the board, $1 for pants, $2 for shirts, $1 for shoes. And those were always the things we'd end up hauling out of the house at the end of the estate sale because no one bought them. I had a bad eBay experience this weekend. I'm sorry to hear that. I sold a Sundance linen dress a couple weeks ago, and she claimed it arrived with 2 giant rips on the back. The fabric was flimsy. Did it have the rips? I checked all my pictures, and the dress was in new condition, and it had no tears. She didn't say this till 2 weeks after receiving it. That's suspicious. That's suspicious. And she'll probably be like, oh, I didn't open it until 2 weeks. You could probably file a claim with USPS saying that, I shipped it without having any flaws to it, and it had 2 rips. Maybe she cut it open. I don't know. That might be one of those things where you just have to bite your lip and say, okay, no problem, return the item. Or what I would do is just, I don't know. You can say keep the item because then you have to pay return. If they keep it, you don't have to pay return. That's up to you. There's a lot of different ways. You can start a case with USPS, go through all that, and maybe get it on your favor, maybe not, all those sort of things. Let me see. Good morning, Tammy. I'm sorry driving. Laura, it's okay. I do that all the time. I type and drive. I shouldn't say that, but yeah, I type stuff all the time, and it's like jibble jabber. And then I'm like, shoot, I got to retype it. Sold a Ralph Lauren Madras shirt yesterday for $80. Love those kind of sales. I love those too. That is a lot of money for a Ralph Lauren Madras shirt. Congratulations, Deb. That's almost like blazer money for me. I checked all the pics, and the dress was in new condition. Got you. That's what the the state sale company said that clothing doesn't do that great. Yeah. Like some do, but most don't. What's the story on the hang clothes today? Okay. Hang clothes, what's up? Posh Tick. How long did you wait for non-paying customers? eBay, I'm at 7 days. Kind of want okay, so what I did, I think you get 4 days on eBay. If they don't pay, you can cancel the order and relist it for free. And then when they ask, why'd you cancel? You put buyer did not pay. Make sure you put buyer did not pay because eBay needs to know that so they can get a ding so they can't do that to other sellers. So after about 4 days on your app, Usually it will be like, you can cancel this order and relist it. That's what I do. So this right here is my new piece to my collection. I don't know. I just started like collecting ish. I don't know. It's just how the world comes to you, right? But this is a Polo Ralph, or this is not a Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a Ralph Lauren Denim and Supply Aztec cardigan. It's cotton Aztec cardigan. It is my size. There is a story behind this. So check this thing out. Beautiful, perfect example of Denim and Supply. This was Polo Ralph Lauren's line of like Americana, in like Southwest back pre-2016. Now they have it where it says Polo Denim and Supply. If it says Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren, this is the older. Polo Denim and Supply is the newer. The story behind this is somehow, some way, because I have Autoposher and it shares all of my stuff on Poshmark. It does like 4,000 shares a day. They have contests where like you get so many shares or whatever you could win. I got a message through Poshmark like, you want a thing, you got $100 credit through Poshmark. I'm like, no, this is a gimmick. It wasn't a gimmick. I got $100 credit through Poshmark. So someone was asking like 125 for that. I just offered them 100 and they took it. So that was free. I hashtag Autoposher for that one. Do you mainly use USPS, UPS, or FedEx? So I use USPS for everything other than some things on Mercari. Some of these things on Mercari go out UPS. It just prints it out that way. I got you guys. I'll answer your questions. Happy Monday. I had the same problem, and eBay was in favor when I filed a claim. All right. Chaos said eBay filed a claim and eBay was in favor. So maybe file a claim. Say it's not how I sent it. You can clearly see my pictures. Their pictures are different. I did not send that in that condition with the slits in the back and all that sort of thing. I had immediate payment from my store. I always think it helps pressure people to pay. I like that, Poshtick. I like that because I really like that about Poshmark. As soon as you accept an offer, it's paid for. I think that's a good idea to put on eBay. As soon as they hit pay, it has to be immediate payment for them to buy it. Otherwise, it gets delisted from eBay and delisted from all your other sites if you use Autoposher. And then it sits there while you could be having it sold again. And then they don't pay, you have to relist it. What's really frustrating is when that happens with auctions, because you give a 7-day auction. What's up, Lil Denny? And then they don't pay after 4 days. Then you have to do a 7-day auction again. You're almost 3 weeks into it. Morning, just found some Tommy silk and linen shirts. I hadn't listed UGG, working on it now. Let's do it, Momo. Get it listed. That's the plan. That's the name of the game. List your stuff. You got to list it. List to make money, right? What's the story? Hanging on the clothes. Good morning. You can have eBay automatically cancel a sale. I understand all the items are unique to their conditions, but how much on average do you get used Ralph Lauren men's blazers? Well, okay, hold on. So yes, they're all unique, but if you watch like my live videos of me getting stuff, my hauls and everything, you see what type of blazers I get. And because I get those blazers, I'd say my average selling price is around $50 because I have like Madras blazers that sell for over 100. And then I have like gold button blazers that sell for 37, a lot more of those. So $50. But with that being said, I pick up out of like one out of every 150 to 200 blazers that are Ralph Lauren. Polo Ralph Lauren is different, but Ralph Lauren, yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Which do I prefer? So, Looney, I do USPS. I do USPS for all my stuff. That's the one I prefer. But really, I do it all through eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. Using Autoposher as a tax write-off, do you need a business license or LLC to be able to claim it? No, you don't. You need to get a CPA and talk to them and see what's best for you and your life and what your spouse brings in and all that sort of stuff. But or your husband, wife, or girlfriend, if you're single, same thing. You need to know all those things. But no, I write off Autoposher. I've written off my eBay store every single year since I've claimed taxes on eBay, since it's been forever. I got a CPA in 2011. Lululemon, though. What about Lululemon, Chase? Always Lululemon. You definitely don't need to drink Monster. You have enough energy for all of us. I know, Jennifer. I know. All right. Let's go ahead and finish up Poshmark. So Poshmark, we have a J. Crew. Oh, my gosh. I've had this for probably 3 years. I thought it would sell. It's a size 6, brand new with tags. This like sequence. I mean, I don't know. Got the flare arms. I thought this was a good pickup. Paid $7.99 for it. I've had it for 3 years. So I've been sitting on $7.99. Think how much that $7.99 would be now if I would have just bought and resold good stuff the whole time. Anyways, all my women's stuff in my eBay store is half off. So this sold for $23 on Poshmark. Actually, I must have priced it down. This sold for what I was asking for on Poshmark, $23. I'm going to put it in a padded flat rate envelope. Had a buyer cry about price. Claim I didn't receive. They lost the claim, now claim the item is defective. What is wrong? eBay told me to report the buyer. Yeah. Yeah. If you have sent your item and it has said delivered on eBay, you are 100% covered by eBay. If that's the question, if it is delivered to the person and it says checkmark delivered, you're 100% covered. Carhartt, 2 Carhartts. $39 Carhartt. I talk about it in the video I'm about to put out. It's a me going thrifting like not live, but me going thrifting video. And these are Carhartt long sleeve, not flannel, but just thicker shirts. Took an offer of $39 for the 2, paid $5 a piece for it. So 10 into 39 on Poshmark. And then Poshmark takes their little commission, which they deserve. You're welcome, Looney. Lindy, non-bubble polys from USPS. Are those free online order? Cannot find. Yes, Lindy, hold on. Non-bubble poly like this? These non-bubble polys like this Tyvek one? Lindy, let me know what you're talking about. The bubble ones or the non-bubble ones? What brand was that? These are Carhartt. These are Carhartt flannel or long sleeve shirts. $39 for the 2 over on Poshmark. Brian, you're welcome. So how do you run sales on eBay? I mostly use the app. So Glenn, if you have an eBay store, you could run sales. If you don't have a store, you can't run sales. But if you have an eBay store, you can run sales on eBay. You can run promotions, sales, coupons, all that sort of stuff. I run sales, like right now I'm running sales on chinos and I'm running sales on women's clothing. Like almost half off my women's clothing. I might just start doing whatnots again with my women's clothing. I have so much and I don't want to list it. I still don't like listing women's clothing. So I might do a whatnot, and it's all really good stuff. All right. So that sold. Question for you, Trish. Let's hear it. What's your question? The ones I'm currently using. So these are called Tyvek. These are called Tyvek envelopes. These are always at my postal service office, my post office. But you see how they say Tyvek on them? Tyvek envelopes. These are like weatherproof, waterproof, really good quality. They don't rip. I mean, you can't rip these things. But these are always at the post office. These are not flat rate. These are just priority. So if you're shipping anything priority, it can go in here. These are flat rate, padded flat rate envelopes. These have little bubbles in them. These you get free off the USPS.com. They do not stock these usually at the post office. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out with that. What's up? What's up? Hi, bro. What's up? Does having an eBay store subscription help you with sales? Not necessarily. I don't think having an eBay store subscription helps you with sales. I think people come in on eBay and it's a very search-driven engine. They look for a certain item like a Lego car, which I'm looking at right now, a Lego car, and they'll look for a specific one. They're not scrolling through for the most part. So no, they're not going to your storefront and looking at what you have for sale for the most part, but they might. The thing is, an eBay store is a write-off at the end of the year. And I wouldn't get an eBay store until it makes sense in your business. If you are paying more money in insertion fees and everything than it would cost with an eBay store, because eBay gives you a certain amount of free insertions, which means like listings, then you might be better off going with the eBay store. There are different tiers. You can check those out. Favorite kind of tacos? I would say like street style steak carne stock tacos with the corn tortillas, onions, and cilantro. Boom. Except for Torchy's tacos is like the bomb, but those are more like gourmet tacos. Poshmark went crazy this weekend. Love when it randomly pops off. Caleb, I'm jealous. But hey, there you go. But that's how it works. Like eBay slows down. I don't know, Caleb, how you were. eBay slow. Poshmark went crazy. That's a good thing about having all these different parts of your business. These are Peter Millar. I love picking up the wicking shorts. I don't really get the cotton ones anymore. This actually has an embroidery. These always scare people away. I feel like I find these often on the racks. These shorts with an embroidery on the back. It's just too bad this person didn't know that this particular golf course is a PGA golf course. So it was worth a pickup, called Crooked Stick. These sold for $35. So normally these would sell in the 20s. These had a PGA golf course on the back, and they sold for $35. So know your golf course. Madras. Madras is like a cotton, I believe, that is produced in India or woven in India. But a lot of times people will put Madras with their patchwork. I don't know if I have one down here. I just listed a blazer. It's upstairs. But if you find the patchwork shirts or blazers or shorts or pants or anything, those are a lot of times people put Madras in there. I'll show you. I have a pair up here. I'll show you. Shoot, I just wasted 11 cents. That's my last Poshmark order. So again, those were Peter Millar wicking shorts. Those do better than cotton shorts for me. How do you set up eBay returns? You got to do that on a desktop. Cannot rip, but most add tape. You add tape to most of those? Is that what you're saying, Poshtek? You're welcome. Yeah, buddy. Hey, and thanks for the follow. I saw some people follow. That's a mouthful. I know. How does Poshmark shipping work? I noticed Auto Posher doesn't have to place or add shipping. So anything I know for sure under 5 pounds on Poshmark, you can ship in any priority thing. So a padded flat rate envelope, a Tyvek envelope. You can ship in a shoebox, priority shoebox. I get these on USPS.com shipped to my house. So anything priority, you ship it with Poshmark. You don't have to pay extra or anything like that. They have a deal worked out. Should I wear to hand out resumes? I'm not sure. Do you have Depop? Yes, I have Depop. We're going to go over those sales next. Start away. Yes, tape added to the Tyvek. Yeah, I usually add the tape to the Tyvek envelopes because adhesive's not great if it's a thick, heavy item, but a lot of times I don't. So if you watch me in the morning, I'll do both. Okay, so let's do Depop. Depop was my best platform, second to eBay over the weekend. Sold 5 items on Depop. First thing being a Peter Millar. Again, these Depop sales, some of them are really surprising me because I do not think that Peter Millar and golf stuff would be a Depop. I always thought Depop was more of the vintage, the Y2K, which is vintage, all that sort of stuff, streetwear type of clothes. It's a Peter Millar, has a little dude on the back and a little logo on the sleeve, but it's all white. It's all white embroidered. This sold for $22 on Depop. Now that $22, I get to keep all of it. So I did on Autoposher, I'm running a deeper sale or offer. So on Autoposher, I've increased my offers on Depop to 15% to entice more buyers. Since they don't have a seller fee, I now have a larger offer that I send out on Depop. What's going on? Clothing sell for fall. What's going to be the good clothing sell for fall? All those fall colors. You want to look at flannels, these things behind me, the greens, the browns, definitely jeans, corduroys. Corduroys actually sell really good fall and winter. Corduroys, jeans, all that sort of stuff. What I always tell people to do, just do market research. When you have time, like here soon, actually, Go into American Eagle, go into a Macy's, go into some of those stores and see what they have for sale coming back to school and going into the fall. Those are the things you want to be listing because they pay a lot of people to figure that out, market research that, and then you can just go copy what they do for free. Do you repost on Depop to get rid of fees? Did you repost to Depop? Chase, I didn't repost anything other than what Autoposture will delist and relist. So what Autoposture delist and relist are the only thing. How many returns do you get in a month? And is it worth doing 30-day returns for your store? Yeah, I have a just under 3% return rate, and almost all of those are the item did not fit. So yeah, I have a low return rate. I don't know how I'm gonna get a month. I'd have to look at that. It's different per month, but yeah. Let's see. A new men's brand I found. It's called Taylor Stitch, sold within 24 hours. Yes, Dora. Taylor Stitch is a great brand. We've packed it many times on the channel and talked about it. But Taylor Stitch is a great brand, especially if you find those in denim. Taylor Stitch in denim, but sells in 24 hours. Great sale. You obviously priced it at a really competitive price to sell within 24 hours too. If they actually pay you on Depop, yeah. Depop too, yeah. You get 1 million offers. I probably get 5 people who pay to every 30 people who accept an offer. What's up, Surfs? Long time no see. What's up, Tina? Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. All right. Good morning, Shiat. My son is going to the Fit in August for school. The Fit, F-I-T. In August for school. He's going for fashion. Ooh, he's so excited. Let's go, Thrifty. Let's go. Maybe he can come on here and teach us some things about fashion. Keep us ahead. So like what's going to be on trend so we can get ahead of that, buy it all, and then when it gets on trend, we can make a lot of money. All right, next item on Depop is Vineyard Vines. Vineyard Vines polo shirt. This sold for $23. Again, I wouldn't think this would sell on Depop. This is a stretchy kind, like the on-the-go Vineyard Vines. Again, that's what I'm looking for Vineyard Vines nowadays. The stretch even has a cool little hit on the back. This sold for $23 on Depop. I paid $5. I paid $5 for that, Peter Millar. All my thrifted items, my average cost of goods is $5.25 for my thrifted items. I found a Coogee heavily embroidered t-shirt. Any ideas on pricing? Yes, I have one. Does it look like this? Like, hold on. A t-shirt, not this. It's not a sweater t-shirt, right? It's not one of these. If it's a t-shirt and heavily embroidered, you got to look on comps on eBay. Unfortunately, those haven't been doing really well. The t-shirts. People are looking. If you find a Coogee t-shirt, I pass up on them. Big Coogee t-shirt with heavily embroidered Coogee and stuff all over them. They unfortunately don't do real well for me, but maybe yours is different. So look it up on eBay, see if you can find comps on that. What corduroy pant brands do you pick up? Polo Ralph Lauren, Orvis, Brooks Brothers. Those are the main. LL Bean, I actually had an offer this weekend on an LL Bean. It was a little low. The LL Bean corduroy. You actually don't find those very often. Fashion Institute of Technology, FIT. There you go. Fashion Institute of Technology. I've been using that envelope as flat rate free priority. Hold on. This as flat rate? Are you talking about you've been using this as flat rate? Is that what you're talking about? Next item is what's it? Judy Blues. Judy Blue. These Judy Blue shorts. I picked these up for $10 at that big highway sale. I bought a ton of these. If you remember back then, it was earlier this summer. These sold for $21.25. So these were an auto posture sale. Someone took an offer on these. $21 at $25. I paid $10 for these. So these actually sat. The Judy Blues that sold for me were the blue jean ones. These colorful ones actually have been sitting. I actually have another pair too. They're not selling for me. Not a sweater t-shirt. It has large Phoenix and a Coogee hits. Very thick. Yeah. So those, unfortunately, don't do really well for me. I find that all the streetwear t-shirts don't do, like Rockwear, all that stuff. They just don't do that well for me. South Pole, any of the tops have not done well for me. Even Coogee. I want to be bad and say Coogee, but I shouldn't. I just did, but whatever. Do you print packing slips on Poshmark? I don't print. What's up, Flippin' Nurse? I don't print packing slips on anything. I don't pay. Actually, the post office the other day was like, you can print a packing slip for all the. I'm like, yep, I know. They just want to do less work. Sorry, this is how I do it. I'm not printing out a packing slip and doing all the rest. So I don't. I go straight to the post office and dump it in their bins. I've always done that. So yeah. Next item is a Utah Jazz pair of shorts. Again, this is one of those items people really don't talk about a whole lot, but these Adidas Swingman shorts do well if you can find them in college or NBA. But yeah, this is the Utah Jazz. These sold for $25 plus buyer pay shipping. $25 plus buyer pay shipping for these Utah Jazz. I paid $3.99 for them. Yes, the option is flat rate. Yes, okay. So flat rate. Listen, don't cry about. She has a crying face. Listen, don't cry about it. Okay, there have been many times where I've sent stuff flat rate with these envelopes. These are not flat rate, but I never got dinged for it. So you just have to hope the post office doesn't catch it. But now there is a flat rate envelope from the post office. It feels like cardboard. You can get, if you do it right, you can get some thick shirts in there, even like women's jeans. If you do it right, put some good tape around it. I don't have one here because I don't use them, but they're like thick cardboard flat rate envelopes. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Tammy. Bo Body, I found a Louis Vuitton purse at Goodwill and it was determined to be real. What a week is this? Let's go. I don't even know where you sent that to find out if it's real, but congratulations. My post office will send it right back to me. They don't play. Yep, exactly. Some post offices do not play. They'll send it back to you. They'll put it like by P.O. Box. They can put it back in there. But yeah, Cindy's got it. Fashion Institute of Technology in New York City. That's where I'm at. I don't know. I don't know where that is. So yeah, that's what that is. Fit. I read a Postmark eMark email where they said wraparound jackets are in style, about to be the in style. It could also them trying to advertise. Okay, yeah. So remember all those magazines? Yeah, they have to have something to write about, but also they probably know what's on trend. So wraparound jackets are maybe in style this year. Something's going to be in style. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. Hi. And by the way, I saw a lot of people just follow, or a couple of people follow. Thank you for the follow. If you are on any platforms, reselling all that stuff, you can hit the follow. If you want to know about reselling, make some extra money. Hi, from South Dakota. What is up? All right. Next item that sold on Depop, a brand I do not pick up very often. You'll see why I picked this one up. Donald Ross. I do not pick up Donald Ross. For some reason, it just does not have good resale value. It's got pretty high retail value, but for some reason, the resale value just isn't there. But Donald Ross, you can see why I picked this one up, though. It's a beautiful blue paisley. Beautiful blue paisley all over. Donald Ross golf polo shirt. It sold fairly quickly for $20. $20 on Depop. Or on Depop. $20. So pretty good. Paid $5 for it. Do you have to use UPS priority mailers for priority stuff, or can you just use my own plain ones? Yeah, you can use your own plain ones. If you want to send stuff priority, you can use your own. If it's just priority, not flat rate, if you use a flat rate priority thing, you have to use theirs. But if you're sending something out priority, you can totally ship in your own material. The reason I don't is because I just like to use theirs for free. But let's say I was shipping a hat out priority. I could put the hat in this box and put the priority stamp on this, and it will go priority. You don't have to. They just incentivize you like, hey, you can use our stuff if you want to pay a little more and do priority. So yeah, Donald Ross. I don't pick these up barely ever, but that was just the paisley for some reason sells. Trisha knows. Alan Flusser. It sells like in almost a lot of brands. I won't say every brand, but a lot of brands. So that's all of them. Depop 5, Poshmark 4, Mercari 2. Now we'll get over to eBay, which is my big boy. My big boy. 30-something items over there. 30-something items. I love the Pokemon I have used these polka dot poly mailers for years now. Yeah, I love these. It's just a little unique. The main reason I use this brand. I wish I was sponsored by them, but I'm not. But I use them. These are on my Amazon. So you go to surfsupfinds.com. You know, a lot of you guys know. I have an Amazon link there where you can see everything I use. Also, if you're interested in like an auto posture, there's $5 off, which is great. But yeah, this brand is just really good. These envelopes are so thick, and the adhesive is so good. I've used so many different brands, so these are great. But yeah, a little bit different. Good morning, Tams. Donald Trump ties. You taught me something today. Yes, Donald Trump ties sell. Donald Trump shirts sell. Donald Trump ties sell. They're actually good quality. They're probably made in China. But yeah, my card is just changed the difference if the amount postage isn't correct. Yeah, if the postage isn't correct, I get refunded on PayPal. Sometimes I'll get refunded on PayPal if the postage isn't correct, which is nice too. Love the polka dot mailers. How's the Fluffy Surfs? Fluffy Surfs is getting better. Little Fluffy Surf. She's so cute. She sleeps through the night fine. She goes straight to her crate. She's crate trained at night. All that sort of stuff. Really cute. Do you do your own bookkeeping or do you hire it out? I do all of it myself. Everything is in-house for me. It's me, myself, and I have that video. This is Brad. This is Brad. This is Brad. Everything's myself. So I do it all. Other than I get with the CPA to talk about what I need to do for my taxes. I bought them off your link. They're nice. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, you bought those off my link. Thanks. I have an RLX Trump golf course shirt in my store that won't sell. RLX Trump golf course? I think that would sell. I would think. Is that the Mar-a-Lago? I don't know. I don't even know his golf course, but I would think that would sell. RLX has gone down a little bit, so maybe that's the reason why it's not selling. Didn't you increase your flat rate shipping when it increased? So, Meg, what I did was nothing. So I do everything calculated shipping. Everything's calculated shipping with my eBay. So, and I've done that for forever. So when UPS or USPS ups their charging and increases their fees, it doesn't affect me. It just goes right into calculated shipping. I don't have to change anything. I've done that for years. And I think twice a year for the last however many years, USPS has been upping their fees. They're charging more for shipping. So it's nothing new to me. They charge more for shipping like every single year since I've been doing this. It's part of it. Good morning. Followed retired special. Oh, what's up? Thank you, special education teacher. Thank you for following. Yeah, I miss it. I miss the kids so much. That's what I miss. I miss the kids. My last comment was supposed to say Poshmark. Glenn, let me see what you said. I read a Poshmark email. They were a wrap around the jackets. Okay, got you. You're good. How do you pack ties? So what I do with the tie, I use these envelopes with the tie. If it's just on eBay, I'll put the tie, I'll fold it, nice so it's flat like that. I'll pack it up, and I'll pack it up where it's got a little wiggle room in it, and I can put the tie is the same size as a 4x6 label. So I'll put the tie in something like this. I'll tape the ends. I'll put the label on it. So that's how I'll ship a tie. I've never had any negative feedback or anything about that. Ted Baker is so expensive, but resale isn't much. Yep, Ted Baker. What I have found, a lot of stuff at Nordstrom, a lot of things at Nordstrom, men's clothing, does not have good resale value for how expensive it is. Vince, Rag & Bone, Ted Baker. It used to be good, but not anymore. Yeah, the worst part for you. I got you. Let me catch up. A Ralph Lauren size XL 18 to 20 jacket, is that a women's, men's, or kids? That's a kids. Since that would probably most likely be a kids. First eBay sale is going to Jay. This is an online arbitrage item. K-Shoes, really good brand. Again, online arbitrage when you buy items online to resell online. So I bought this for $22 and I resold it on eBay for $38.99. 22 into $38.99, and I bought a ton of them. I think like 20 or 15 of each size. Medium, large, extra large, 2XL. First week on the auto posture, and I got 11 extra sales. It's definitely paying for itself. Let's go, Sophia. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Yeah, auto posture definitely pays for itself. Take a picture of that just because it's fun. All right, Cindy, you're welcome. I heard you mention auto posture twice. That's funny. So auto posture is two things. If it is a virtual assistant or an automation bot, we'll talk about that first. I have a YouTube video on it. You can watch it. But the automation bot will delist and relist your items on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. So it will take your item off and relist it. So all those platforms thinks you're listing new items daily. And then also automatically sends out offers on all those platforms. And then on Poshmark, it shares your items up to 4,000 times a day, or 4,000 items, 4,000 times a day, I guess. But it shares your items. Basically, it gets you a ton of extra sales in the background. That is the automation service. Then it's also a cross lister. So you can cross list all your items. If an item sells on one platform, it delists it from all the other platforms automatically. Really, really good. Auto posture, really, really good. I have a YouTube video on it if you want to watch that. Also have a link on surfsupfinds.com for $5 off. I found 2 Macklemore Bogey Boys Adidas polos, sold them within a few hours, $50 each. What? Okay, I've never heard of this. Macklemore Bogey Boys. Bogey Boys. Bogey Boys. I've never heard of that brand. Thank you for the bolo this morning. So, online arbitrage, more than one way to source. 22 into 30, whatever that was. $38.99. Next item. I'm getting rid of these because they just don't sell for me. If you watched my last video on YouTube, I passed up on like 4 of them. These Puma polo shirts. They used to sell really well for me. There's your true color. And it even has that cell on the background. But yeah, these just don't sell. This is a size small. It was $11.89. So someone bought it for $11.89. I used to sell these for around $20. That's how much I got for it. I paid $5, so I didn't lose money. But still, in my eyes, it's not a good sale. But now I have $10 to go back towards good items, like maybe Bogey Bros. Oh, I signed up for auto posture with the only 2. Thanks, I appreciate it. So yeah, you sign up through the link, you get $5 off, and it helps the channel a little bit. Moses, so appreciate it. But yeah, auto posture is a no-brainer. Again, you'll never hear me on here ever. I don't sell courses. Also, if you ever see like an account of mine or whatever talking about selling a course or whatever, or doing a down payment, not me. I am not selling courses. I will not be selling courses. I'm not into making money off of people that I teach. So I'll make money off of, YouTube or eBay or whoever, but I'm not making money off of you guys. That's not why I'm here. So, all right. Not sure if I should open. Okay. Let me see. I have bulk inventory. I closed my platforms when I moved and have been on Whatnot 100%. Not sure if I should reopen and retrack. What's up, Linda? Thanks for the roses. Or Lindy. My bad, Lindy. Thanks for the roses. Well, if Whatnot is rocking for you and making good money, keep doing Whatnot. Maybe put your items that you think would sell for more back on those platforms. So you close your platforms, you moved, and now you're doing them all on Whatnot. Maybe some of those items that would sell for more on Whatnot that aren't good Whatnot items, like maybe something very unique or niche, put that on eBay, Poshmark, or wherever. That's what I would do. We appreciate you. Thanks, Melanie. Appreciate you guys. Now you're making money here. I actually don't make money on these lives or anything like that. Sometimes if you rewatch on YouTube, you make a little bit, but yeah. And how much time you put into social media for those people, I think those people who know social media, I'd make way more if I put more time into reselling. Okay, so this is an Oakmont. Oakmont is a good golf course. Brand new tags, paid $5 for this. This was actually in a video too on YouTube. I do get paid for those. This was in a video on YouTube, Oakmont golf course. This I listed, it sold within just a day or two, I think. People try to like, hey, I'll give you this. No, I knew I'd get full price. $27.99 for this, new with tags. It's going to Mark. Going to Marky Mark. Thanks. Want to make sure I got all your comments. This reseller charges $50 per month to belong to a group. That's a lot, I think. Yeah, again, I don't want to sit here and knock any other resellers. So if you guys want to be a part of a group, and pay for a group, and in that group, it's worth it to you and worth it to your business, then I'm all about it. Like, I'm all about whatever's great for your business. If there are a ton of resellers out there, especially now, I just watched YouTube, like ton of people with join our course, join our Discord, all that sort of stuff. If they're worth it to you and you get bolos and all that sort of stuff, then do it. Have at it. It's also right off at the end of the year. It's just not my forte, not my thing. I don't do that, or I don't sell merch, any of that sort of stuff. Just not my thing. But yeah, if it's worth it to you, I'm all for it. I'm not knocking them or anything like that. You guys do you, whatever is best for your business and what helps you make the most money and easy for you. So next item is a Kissick. This was an auto posture sale because they don't sell for anything at $21.80 or $41.80. A pair of Kissick. This is a good brand of shoe. At one point in time, my good friend Ethan Banks said Kissick is his favorite brand of shoe to sell. So here you go, Kissick. This is the brand of shoe. Kissick. This is like, I think one of the, they were known for more, you just like put your foot in and you don't have to tie it. But anyways, really nice pair of shoes right here. I do not take the number off the bottom. These were $14, $14. Sold them for $41.80 over on eBay. So that was an auto posture sale. Auto posture sale on offer, which mine's only 5% right now on eBay. Maybe I should up it to 10. Only 5% right now on eBay. Maybe I should up it since sale. I've been a little bit slow. Let's see. When should we think about getting an eBay store? I have about 150 items listed. Adventure, what's up? I think you should do it when it makes sense. Like I said, if your insertion fees and all your fees are more than what it would be if you had an eBay store, I think that's the time to do it. Now, remember, there are different levels of eBay stores, so there are cheaper ones. Mine's $60 a month or something like that, because I list so many items, and it just saves me more money. But yeah, you could probably go on eBay or YouTube and just type in, like, when's the right time to get an eBay store? And I bet you'll find the perfect answer. Better answer than I could give you right on the spot. When should we think about Love your live on YouTube and on YouTube. I appreciate you educating us. Hey, you're welcome. That's what I try to do. And I'm always learning, like Bogey Bros. I didn't know about that. Is it Bogey Bros? I didn't even know about that. Macklemore's line. So what I'm doing now, I'm putting these in a priority shoe box. These are free from USPS.com. I have them shipped to my house. And what I'll do with this is put, again, one of these inside. And then I will put the shoes in one of these bags that are at Costco. So that's where I get these. They're just small trash bags. I get them from Costco, and that's that. That's because you're awesome. Literally my favorite. You don't say that, Chaos. I'm not your favorite. I just say one of your favorites. It's like when you have kids in school, even though you know, like, they're one of your, like, very favorites. Say, am I your favorite? You're one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites. You gotta say that, right? Because it's so Kissick. Yeah, with the K. So Kizik. No C on that. Kissick. Those are good shoes to be on the lookout for. They sell well. There's a black pair that when I find them, they always sell really, really quick for around $55. But I haven't found them very often. Fun fact, Bearded and I thrifted some together. We got in a fist fight over them. And he wears his now all the time. So he really likes them. So maybe for the personal, it's an option. He loves his Kissicks. That's how that's going out. Again, buyer pays shipping on that. Next item is two items. Double sale. So these are Masuk. If you guys remember, my son and I, it was on a short. We bought a whole bunch of Masuk at a garage sale, $4 a piece. I'm running half off on all my women's clothing right now. So one of them sold for $24.99 and the other one sold for $24.99. So $50, $8.50 for these Masuk. These are not new. I have 3 pairs of Luzon. What's Luzon? Luzon. I don't know. I don't know that brand. 3 pairs of that brand. I don't know that brand. These are going out ground. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put these in a larger poly mailer. Not these. I don't like these ones. I don't like these. I'm going to do this one. We're going to put this right here in a large poly mailer. This is just an eBay one. I have my large ones on searchthatfinds.com and the Amazon thing, but I want to try to use up these eBay ones. I'll never buy these again. I just bought these with my coupon that I had for having the eBay store. Kizik. I'm for real. K-Way is a close second. K-Way. Hey, by the way, if you guys have been used to following K-Way on TikTok, he cannot go live on TikTok anymore because TikTok banned him. They nanned him. So if you want to watch him live, he'll be on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, that's going out. So those are going out in this. You don't see me pack stuff up in these very often. But as winter comes, I'll be doing a lot of sweatshirts and sweaters in those. With Autoposher on Poshmark, they're sharing our items throughout the day. Who are they sharing it? So yes. Is that a Paddington Bear behind you? Yes, that is a Paddington Bear. I bought that in an estate sale for $5. So that Paddington, it's vintage too. It's really cool. It's like a rugby dude. Okay. So your question is, Autoposher. On Poshmark doesn't share. So I'm going to my Autoposher app. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to go to my dashboard. And so far today, it's shared 762 items. So far today, Autoposher has shared 762 items on Poshmark. So yeah, that's what it does. It just shares them. Whatever that means. Again, I'm new to Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari this year. I've done eBay since 2001. But all I do is I let Autoposher do its things, and I get sales, and I ship them. So that's what I do. Who is sharing with your followers? I don't know. You guys in the chat, tell I think she means who's it sharing it with. I have no idea. Who's it sharing with on Poshmark? I don't know. People like, I guess Poshmark is super social, and you have to share stuff. I wish I could answer that question for you, but I can't. I do not know that answer. I do not know. It's different than eBay. I know that. Again, don't judge me. Chill. All my women's clothing, half off. I've had these for a long time. Probably a bad pickup. These are women's capris. Are these the right? These aren't even the right ones. These are not the right ones. So, Mountain Hardwear capris I sold for $6. These are not the right ones. Those are what they look like. That's why I double checked. So these are not them. Going to put these to the side. And I'll get that one later. Let me make sure it's going to the right person, though. I got the right item. Boop, boop. Natalie. Oh, no. Am I all the way? On the other side? Hold on a second. Tim. Okay. Natalie. I'll print hers off later. Actually, that's good. I didn't even print that one off. I didn't print that one off because I had to redo my labels. So I have a whole new label thing here now. Why did K-Way get bananaed? I learned a lot from watching you both. Nothing. He didn't do anything wrong. TikTok, I don't know if it's because he had TikTok shop or whatever, but I don't know. For you can ask him, like, I don't even want to say it on here because I don't want bananaed, but like it was a bogus, dumb reason. And he's been banned like 5 or 6 times for the same reason. Always got it back, but he can't any now. Yeah, they banned him for nothing. You're a good teacher. Indie schools didn't know what they had. Jennifer, I appreciate that. And I felt like they loved me and they really enjoyed it. They liked me. They just, when you work for public education stuff, they can't increase your pay. They can't do anything. They're kind of, their hands are tied. How do I get started? I'm different than most people, but I would recommend you just start selling stuff within your house. So like for me, I started listing all my kids' shoes and a pair of my own shoes. I would list stuff around your house, get started. You really don't have a lot into those because you're probably going to donate those anyway. So you're going to think of it as like free money. Do that. That's how you get started. And then watch channels like K-Way and mine if you want. Yeah. And we will tell you things to sell. Like this brand right here. Bad Birdies. This is a pickup, but this was a retail arbitrage. I haven't sold this pattern. This pattern's not popular. Again, that's why I sold this so cheap. This sold for $32.99. I paid $11 for it. Bad Birdie can sell for $32 in used condition. This is just a not popular pattern. Hang 10, bro. What's up, Peak? Peak, I'm like you. I got a new logo too. Oh, yours is a little old. I mean, yours is older than mine, but yeah, newish logo for when we started. Shares you to. Okay, so what Poshmark does, shares you to followers. So when they search an item, yours will appear under just shared. That's what it does. I'll read it again. Shares to followers. So when they search an item, yours will appear first under just shared. That's what Poshmark does. Again, I've never sold on Poshmark. Since I cross-list, I feel like you have to have that automation tool so it does all the sharing and stuff for you in the background. And like I said, that jacket right there in the background right there, because I shared so many times, or shall I say auto-posture shared so many times, I got $100 free credit on Poshmark, and I got this. I bought this. It's my size too. So it's either going to be for show and tell or to wear. I don't know. I just think it's cool. Some clothing is art, in my opinion. Really good sale here, guys. Really good sale. But before that, I want to answer some questions. I had an order where I had to enter a tariff, HS code. I think it was going to a military base. I don't know. Cam, was it going to an APO? If it was going to an APO, you did. That would be a military base, an APO, if it's on eBay. Do you pick up Ralph Lauren blue jeans? My jeans are $8, and I don't pick up Ralph Lauren blue jeans unless they're in really good condition. But I find Ralph Lauren blue jeans at Ross a lot, and they're like $40 new. So Ralph Lauren blue jeans, like, don't do that well, to be honest. For Poshmark, it is probably to your followers. There you go. Yeah. I work at a public university. It's mind-blowing at times. I know, right? It's crazy. I miss the kids. That's what I always just say. I miss the kids. Where can I find if I have an app? Where can I find if I have an eBay supply seller coupon? So if you have an eBay store, we did this last time. We can go look. I sold 3 of that pattern this weekend. Worst pattern. Love Ralph Lauren jeans. Peak loves Ralph Lauren jeans. You sold 3 of that pattern this weekend, but it's the worst pattern? What are you talking about? Okay, let's go. How do you find the coupons? Oh, man. Okay, we'll go over to eBay real quick. I'll turn this around. Do you basically price your stuff to move, or do you literally want a certain amount? So what I do is usually I will price my items. The main thing with my business, and I think any business, you want your buy cost as low as possible, which means you want to pick up your item as cheap as possible. Then you have pricing power. So, for example, these are a pair of FootJoy. If these are selling for $32 on eBay, every day, every other day, they're selling for around $32. If you get these for $15, you really want to get that $32. You really don't want to take much less than that. But if you get these for $1, you had the pricing power because your buy cost was so low to price these at $29.99 and get that sale right away. That's me. I like to get a quick sale and really focus on getting a low buy cost. I do not force the purchases. All right, let's go over real quick before I answer more questions. Over to eBay. I'm going to share this. Sold 3 by birdies. Bam Bam. Okay, so Chris was talking about these. Chris at Peak knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the worst pattern. Worst pattern I have. This is like the only pattern I basically have left, and they're in small. So it's like the worst of the worst. Okay, we'll go over here. We're going to flip this around. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for the follow. I see a lot of people hitting that like button now. Flip camera. Okay, let's get over here and see. So we're sharing. Let's go to sell. Store. We're going to store subscriber discounts. So what we're doing, we're looking for, if you have a store on eBay, where can you find your discount code to get your shipping supplies? You go to sell at the top. You go to your store, and then you go to subscriber discounts. And then it would be right here. See details. So your eBay shipping supplies that got a $15 off or $50 off coupon, mine's been used. I've redeemed mine. But yours will say claim it or whatever right here. Start shopping. You can see I claim mine. I claim mine right away. Right away. So we'll turn this back around. You guys can say hi to each other. Okay. So that's how you go to that. Hopefully that helped you out a little bit. Do you basically price your stuff? I'm not the same way. I have not advertised out to the thrift stores. Everything comes from the bins. Yes, bins are great. To be honest, guys, let me tell you this too. This is a live. This is how Monday morning lives go. So you want to come in. Monday morning lives are going to be longer. We talk about all things reselling. We pack stuff along the way. It's not back to back to back packing. That's just what we do. This is our time. This is our time. If it's too long for you, you can always go watch it on YouTube later under the live section. But going to the bins, you'll get really, really cheap buy cost items. Jeans, you'll get for $1.25. If I could get all Levi's for $1.25, you'd probably be the most, I'd be the most boring channel because all I would sell is Levi's jeans. Because Levi's would sell nonstop. If I get them for $1.25, I'd undercut the market and sell just Levi's jeans. But yes, bins are great. And where I was going with that is that thrift stores started pricing up all their items. Really, really started pricing up all their items. Over the past 6 months, I have seen our thrift stores start lowering the prices on items that they priced up. For example, they priced up all Under Armour, Nike, all that stuff. They priced all that up to $10, from $5 to $10. So they doubled in price. They brought it all back down to $5 again. Up in northern Indiana, where Bearded lives, all his jeans, he's like, you couldn't be a clothing reseller up here very well because all the jeans start out at $13.99. Doesn't matter what it is, Old Navy or Coogee, doesn't matter, $11 or $13.99. They just priced all their jeans down to $6.99. So they dropped their prices to $6.99 at all. And he went to all of his Goodwills, and they're all $6.99 now. So prices are starting to come down at the thrift stores. I think they got a little bit greedy there right after the pandemic, when everyone had money. Supply chains were really tight, so there weren't a lot of new inventory out at stores. The thrift stores really took advantage of that, and now they're seeing they're not getting a lot more, and a lot of people complaining. So I see it. The pendulum swings, right? The pendulum always swings, and it'll go back to being expensive at some point. Morning from the pork roll of Taylor Ham State, or Taylor Ham State. What is that, Carolyn? I don't know Taylor Ham State. How do you keep your wife from buying personal items when we are thrifting for the business? See, Rich, because my wife is basic. She's basic. She is totally fine. She'll take some of my Lululemon and stuff, but not very often. Viore too. Not very often. She's basic. She just gets stuff off like Amazon or Old Navy and Target. That's what she wears. Drop counter with $29.99. Have used it before, but forgot how the coupon earlier. Yep, there you go. Hopefully that worked for you. It's so true, because when I've been to the thrift stores, every time things are priced so ridiculous. Yep, it's just wait for it. I feel like the pendulum swings. They can't keep stuff overpriced when you can go to Ross and stuff and get those same items brand new with tags for the same price or cheaper. They can't do it. It will eventually catch up with them. Best-selling jeans for you, Polo Ralph Lauren or Double RL jeans. But my favorite jeans to pick up are BKE jeans, because I can get them for $8 and sell them for $30, and they sell very, very quickly. Big Bolo, these shoes right here, Big Bolo, I'm selling them with these padded inserts still in them. I didn't even take them out. These are a pair of, and look at that. Look at that on the side. You see that? Even with that, and look at the bottom condition. These sold for $91. No, they're not Gucci. No, they're not Ferragamo. They're Alden. Alden shoes. A-L-D-E-N. Alden. Alden shoes. These sold for $91. I paid $6 for them. $6 is what I paid for them. So really good sale on those. Alden shoes are for sure a pickup. Sorry, just look at, hey, thanks, Celeste, for the hearts. Sorry, just joining. Did you thrift that polo jacket in the back? No, neither one of those were thrifted. That one was free off of Poshmark, and that one I bought retail arbitrage for $150, and it's sick. Thanks for the bolos. Oh yeah, hey, I'm getting bolos this morning. People are telling me bogos. What is it, Bogey Bros? Is that the one again? Good morning from Chattanooga. What's up, Chattanooga? Chattanooga Choo Choo. Such a beautiful place to drive through. Traffic has gotten worse, but such a beautiful place. I love the bend going through Chattanooga. So beautiful. Yeah. Oh, New Jersey. Got you. What's up, Jersey? Jersey in the house. Okay. $91, paid $6 for him. Alden. Don't forget that name. Again, I don't find these very often, maybe just a few times a year where I live. So not something you find very often. That's why the price is so high. Supply and demand. There's not a lot of supply out there, but there's a lot of demand. I also think thrift employees see TikToks on resell people and have now upped it as well. Oh, for sure. All the Goodwills around me. In fact, I'll tell you right now, they're probably watching right now. Hi, Goodwill. And all the employees are really nice. But they watch my stuff and they send out memos. Like, I think when I sold my Jinkos, they're like, oh, watch out for Jinkos now, all that sort of stuff. They watch it. But there's how many brands have I talked about this morning? So many brands. They would have to add that to the master list, bring it down, filter it down through all the different filters, bring it down. Then people would have to bring it back. By that time, a lot of times that brand might be not a great brand to pick up anymore. Stuff's always changing. And also, yeah, they do watch my stuff for sure. The other day, I posted that video of me finding beer at the thrift store, and they weren't happy about me posting that. I said it could have been a lot worse. I could have had my kid buy it and sent it into the local news channels, but that's not what I'm about. So I told them, you know, I didn't roll it out. You rolled the beer out. It wasn't me. You rolled it out, not me. So that's on you guys. And I could have made it a lot worse, and I didn't. So they were upset about that. But of course they're upset because that's on them. But it was an accident. I even put that in the video. Like, Goodwill makes accidents, not, you know, happens in the back, whatever. But yeah, that's how I know they watch. That's another reason why I know they watch me. I went to like multiple of them. Like, oh. So these are FootJoy shorts. They sold for $34.99. Bought these they actually paid up a little bit for these. So 75% off of 50 is what I paid for these. Crazy that they watch you. It's okay though. It's okay. A lot of them just watch for shits and giggles. They don't care that much. I mean, like I said, if you guys watch me, I'm always friendly, like, to all the employees. I like them all. They're all like they're all good people. Some of my former students work at Goodwill. A lot of them don't care. They're like, come into my store, film, send people in here. I want my store to make money. Like, bring it all in. We were not going to price stuff up. Bring people into my store. We want our store to make money. I hear that more than anything. Good morning, Crazy. Considering the inventory those places get, they should be getting it out so people will buy. Exactly. That's what they do. Masuk. This is a medium Masuk. This one is not desirable. But again, you want to look for Misuk. Misuk, not with an L. If there's an L in it, you don't want to buy it. Mislook is not good. These I would consider a little bit below, definitely a little bit below St. John, but they still sell. They still sell. This sold for $6.50. Not a good sale, but the other ones sell well. Cool FootJoy. Those were cool. Those were a retail arbitrage. People ask about those jackets every live. That's a real life example of natural supply and demand. Exactly, right? Exactly. And like that Orvis one back there too. Right there. That one. Yeah, always ask about those. Okay. You're right. That's a real live example. Okay, Janine. Next one. Remember, all my women's clothes are on sale right now. That's why I sold for so cheap. Almost all of them. This next one's not. Another one's not. This is a Vineyard Vines. Again, I'm really only picking up Vineyard Vines if it's performance. It has to say performance on it, and I like to have the dude right here, the little whale on the chest. So this is a performance 2XL nylon and spandex. $22.99. Paid $5 for it. $22.99. Paid $5 for it. Sorry if you're over there on Instagram. I haven't said anything, or I haven't seen you if you said anything. On Instagram, it always just tells like the chat just goes join, all the people that join. So I miss comments often. My best friend runs the Goodwill outlet. She never watches my stuff. Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't care, does she? She probably doesn't even care. Like her job, she doesn't care. She wants more people to come in there. I mean, they do care. They probably want to like, but if you, what I always say this too, like with my dad's estate sales, the real money is not in clothing. The money is in the gold watches that get donated. The fancy thing. Go to shopgoodwill.com. The hard goods is where the money is. That's where the money is. Not necessarily with the clothing. That's like the last case resort. Like when we did estate sales, those were like the things that would sell last. Shit, half empty bottles of bleach would sell before a lot of clothing. It's just the way it goes. So I just don't think they care that much about clothing. But that is why it's really hard for me to get hard goods. That's my passion. I love hard goods. I love vintage. I love antique. But I don't find that stuff because they catch that easy. It's very easy to catch that stuff. I Be Cool. This is another women's. This I do not have on sale because these were retail arbitrage. I bought these for $22 a piece, and I've been selling all of them for $44.99. This is a brand to be on the lookout for. If you can buy it for $5, I suggest you pick it up. This is a quarter zip. Hi, Vintage Slinger. A good sale means it leaves the house, right? Yeah, a good sale means it leaves. I paid $4 for that. And again, I bought everything at that sale that was Masuk. That one I just brought home, and when I comped it, I'm like, oh, man, those comps on that is awful. It's just small. There's nothing special about it. So, but I sold it, right? I priced it to sell because I didn't want to hold on to it. And I got my money back out of it. So there you go. There we go. Have an awesome day. All right, Momo, have a good day. I'll see you later. See so much now for separate jewelry instead of mystery bags these days. Stores are turning in. Yes, so we don't even have jewelry anymore at our Goodwills. Let me make sure it's going to the right buyer. Dana, it is. We don't have jewelry at our stores anymore. They take all the jewelry out and they put them all on shopgoodwill.com. So they'll put the real pieces individually. Let's say a gold brooch they'll put on individually, and then they'll put like a bag of costume jewelry at auction on shopgoodwill.com. Then they'll have like a gold brooch. Retail arbitrage for these were 75% off $15. 75% off $15, and I sold them for $17. So decent. Good morning, DC Flips. What is happening? These are just some Nike shorts, standard length fit. Again, retail arbitrage. What's up, Kayla? Kayla, my favorite. Kayla's over there holding up the household, finding all the good brands. If you guys didn't see that post last week over on K-Way Shop, Kayla found that AYR. That's such a bolo for women's clothing. Farm Rio, all that good stuff. Got to get orders out. Have a good day. All right, Vintage Slinger. Don't watch me. Go get those orders out. That's more important. Make that money. All right, get that stuff shipped out on time. Next item is a personal pair of shoes of mine. I've talked about this before. I'll tell you. I'm liking this retail arbitrage. Going to check this out. Yeah, retail arbitrage is good. You just, again, don't force the buy. So I would just wait until they have really good sales. Coming soon, like within the next month or month and a half, Marshalls and TJ Maxx are all going to have their yellow tag sale event where they've marked stuff off really, really cheap. You want to be there right when they start that sale. That's a good one to do. Time to adult some more. Have a great day, everyone. See you, Lindy. I knew, what does retail arbitrage mean? It means go to retail stores, buy things for cheap, and then resell them online. So I have some more retail arbitrage here that I'll show you. But this is what I do. Some of you, I've told you this before, but I buy shoes. I wear them out, but not all the way out. So they still have some tread left on the bottom. So they're not just completely worn out. I wash them and then I post them online and I resell them. So these Asics sold for $30. So for me, I think of it as $30 off my next pair of shoes. So it's like a $30 coupon. So I turned these in right before they got destroyed. And now I have $30 off my next pair of shoes. So this is the personal right here. This is the personal eBay stuff. We're getting deep with it. And yes, I wear Asics. Listen, I have bad knees. I'm an old man. If I wear cool Nike shoes like K-Way, My knees would be hurting. I'm not that cool. How big is your storage space for all these items? This room is like a small bedroom size. And I have just a little row in the other room of totes. I have 80 clear bins that you see, 80 clear bins. And that's where all my listed inventory is. And then I have a storage unit. If you watch one of my shorts recently, go just follow me and look at my video. You can see the inside of my storage unit where I keep all my bins of items that are seasonal that I have not listed yet. How are these going out? Okay, these are going out ground. I'm glad I looked because I'm thinking a lot of times I send tennis shoes out ground. Yeah, these are not going out there. So with tennis shoes, many times, find a bag. Many times I'll send tennis shoes out in a large poly mailer like this. They don't get hurt. So I'll just put the tennis shoes in the bag and they're fine. You are so smart to flip your own stuff too. Thanks for sharing. Yes, Cindy, we got to do that. A lot of times I don't want to flip like my family stuff, but some things like the shoes, I'm like, okay, this is a good thing that I'll do from now on. Like right before they get worn out, I'll list them on eBay for cheap, $30, and that's $30 towards my next pair of shoes. That's exactly what I do with it. And there they go. So $30 towards my next pair of shoes. I think I sold 3 pairs that way recently. Which ASICs do you like? I like the GTS. I have like pronation, so like my ankles roll in. That's why my knees are bad. And so, yeah. So I have to have that inside support like an old man. When you say you sold for, is that what the customer paid before after shipping taxes? So, Jeffrey, what happens with my business on eBay is buyer pays shipping. So if I sold those for $29.99, the buyer paid $15.70 on top of that for shipping. So I'm paying, eBay is going to take 13% off of that. So buyer pays for shipping. I have to pay for my envelope, but again, that's the write-off at the end of the year for my shipping supplies. And yeah, the buyer paid shipping on that, on everything that I sell. Next item is a hat, a Travis Matthew hat. Boop. It sold for $15. These ones sold for $15. I'm getting down to the end of these Travis Matthew hats. You guys have been seeing me ship these all spring and summer long. I think I bought like 150 of these, $5 a piece. This one sold for $15. To Brady. All of us nurses wear adrenaline. Is that what I wear? GTS adrenaline? Is that what I wear? I know nurses don't wear Danceco anymore. Danceco are like dead in the water. But yeah, for sure. All right, so this sold. I want to make sure it is going to the right person. I put these in an 8x6x4 box so the bill doesn't get bent. That's how I ship those. And again, going out ground. Next item is, this was not retail arbitrage, but this was a local thrift store. They got a whole bunch of Polo Ralph Lauren donated to them, and I bought all of them. I think I paid $7 for this. And this is the Polo Ralph Lauren stretch, new with tags, but this one they didn't actually cut the tag. Yeah, they paid $28.49. So this was an Auto Posher sale. Auto Posher sent out that offer. Someone accepted it. I didn't have to send it out. I'm even gonna leave the $39.99 like sale ticket on there. Even though I didn't pay that. So even at that, they paid $28.49. I'm leaving that $39 on because they're still paid better than that. So I'm going to leave that on there. I usually leave sales tickets on. I always leave sale or clearance stickers on unless they paid more than what that clearance sticker is. If they paid more than that clearance sticker, I will take it off. Which makes sense, right? Softball Mom, what's up? Thanks for sharing the live. You know what I'm about to say? It's my hat in a box. Oh yeah, Amy. No, I'm about to say it's my hat in a box. Oh my gosh, jeez Louise. Scared the bejesus out of me. What's up?
Can I go fishing?
Yeah? Want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
This is the kid that just scared the bejesus out of me. What's up?
Nothing.
Did you go fishing this weekend? What'd you catch? Tell them what you caught. Speak up.
A bunch of bluegill and a bass.
A bunch of bluegill and a bass. You go fishing. All right, yeah, you go fishing. Hey, just do me a favor. Don't scare me anymore. Dang, dude. Hey. All right. So they all say hi, Jameson. Yes. I was just about to say, Amy, you're trying to get me in trouble. A dick in a box. Yes, dick in a box. If you guys watch SNL, you know what we're talking about. The pro garage sale guy. Oh, yeah. Jameson. This weekend, he said, when can we go to another garage sale? I'm like, I want to go too. There's just none around. Oh, Grandma should be here now to get them. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Hey, J-Mo. Jameson. Oh, I'm on live. Never mind. Love you. Mom, you want to come down and say hi? Okay, he can't go fishing. Okay, the Saint is in my house. So you all are going to meet my mom. Okay, she's picking up Jameson. They're going on a date today. So you guys are going to meet. Respect the hustle. That's right. He did so good at the garage sales. I need to teach my kids. Yes, my dad taught me. My mom's coming in. Her husband, my dad. So here is my mother.
Woo-hoo!
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
She is a saint, the sweetest, nicest lady in the world. I'm not just saying that. I do have the best mom in the world.
It's the best son in the world. He is awesome. I know you know that. I'm not prejudiced at all, but
Oh, yes, they say, look, beautiful.
Wonderful.
Hi, Mom. We see you so pretty. She is turning, how old? August 11th? 79?
Yeah.
79 years young, but how young are you at heart?
I'm about 55.
No, you're younger than that. 55.
20.
And
I've never grown up. I live in Never Land.
I know. We're big Disney fans. Look, hi, Mom. She's the cutest. She's styling. Mom's always, and John, my nephew. They're all going on a date today. So
almost
picking
his
them up.
birthday. He'll be 9 years old.
9
Say
years
hi,
old.
John.
So my sister's son, my mom was an educator, teacher, principal forever. Now she's retired.
Yay, it's the best job ever.
All right,
To be with
boys, you have
grandchildren
fun.
all the time. I love
know.
it. Nice to meet you all.
Love you, Mom.
Love you.
Have a fun day.
Oh,
Careful
we're
with all
going to have
that.
such a fun day.
Hold on.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye. All right. They say happy 9th birthday to John, too. Okay. Kindness. I'm telling you. You guys, I'm saint. Nicest lady you'd ever meet. All right. Back to it. Bye, Mom. Yes, she is the best. She is the best. Saint Surf's mom. That's right. Hi. All right. Next item. This is a Burberry women's blazer. Gold button Burberry women's blazer. There's no size on this, so I had to go up sizing it with the tape measure, which was tough for me for women's. I don't know how to do it. Sold for $23.74. So auto posture sale. This is how I roll the blazers up. This is how I ship them out. Auto posture sale. I paid $7.99 for it. Burberry gold button, whatever. Someone probably got a really good deal. I'm fine with that. Sweetest family. How old was she when she retired? Oh, man. I don't know. Mom? How old were you when you retired? How old were you when you retired?
How old was I? 60.
Okay. So I'll tell you a little story. Again, this is Monday Morning Lives. She retired when she was 60. Gold button blazers for women, Burberry. I could have got more money out of it, right? But whatever. Paid $7.99, sold for that. Mama Surfs. I know, Kayla. Yeah, you get your mom all day long. Isn't that nice? And I saw Wayne, man. I about cried last night when Wayne released this video. Okay. So my mom, that saint up there, she grew up like dirt poor. she lived in a garage growing up, and she got made fun of all the time. Lived in a garage with her brother and her mom and her dad. They bean stoop every single day, no money. But she was always the most positive person in the world. So, like, just there's so many people that have come from really low places, and they've gone different directions. My mom went the right direction, became a teacher, taught kids, loved kids, everything, and just loves life. And she came from a really, 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 really tough place. So, yeah. So that's where she came from. So that's probably why she's just so happy in life, because she's just living life now, living life hard. Next item that sold did not sell for that much, but more than what I thought these would sell for more than what I sold them for. People like that are always the best. My brain surgeon, yes, people like that. And you have kids. When I taught school, I taught in inner city, so you have a ton of kids that come from nothing. And you see so many kids that are like, your parents or your mom or your dad, whoever you live with, sucks, and you live with grandma, and you come out of the car every day and you smell like weed, and you're still a great kid. You're smart. You're driven. No one's driving you. You're going to be something someday. Like, you see those kids all the time. They come, like, I just know they're going to be doing something great someday. These are Cole Haan, Todd Snyder. I paid $14 for these. I would have thought Todd Snyder, Cole Haan collab would have been worth more money. In fact, I think I saw Caleb grab some of these not too long ago. They didn't sell for what I thought they would have. They sold for $45. I thought they would have been like $100 shoe, like penny loafers, but they didn't, which is fine. I still made money. I mean, but I thought they were just, I got excited. I thought they'd sold for more. Just curious, because I'm a teacher and 61, wonder how many years I can go. So where I live, it's years of experience plus age has to equal like 85 or 87. Years teaching plus age has to equal like 85 or 87, something like that. That's how it is where I am. I retired when I was 36 is when I retired from teaching. People like that are the best. With your shoes, do you try to remove the pricing off the bottom? I don't. So I leave the pricing on the bottom. And I left it right there on the bottom. I don't remove it. I did maybe in the beginning. Then I'm like, you know what? Let me try to not remove it and just see how it does. And they started selling just fine. I'm like, I'm not going to remove it. They sell fine. So I don't remove it. I don't remove the pricing off the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, found Brunello Cucci. I don't know how to say it. The Brunello blazer. Just the other day, your suit advice helped. Listen, I've never found his blazer before. I can't imagine how much that's going to sell for. Brunelli Cucinelli. I don't know how to say his name, but anyways, it's like one of the highest end men's brands like that. Tom Ford is a little bit higher. That's like the best. All right, are those going to Israel? Those are going to Israel. Israel name, not actual country, Israel. One of my favorite brands of favorite lines of Levi's to pick up are the 560s. So 560s Levi's are one of my favorite. In fact, again, I'm going to talk about that in the video I released today on YouTube. It's me going to a Goodwill out in the country. I love to go to thrift stores when I'm on vacation to see what I can find, see if I can make enough money to pay for some of the vacation, whatever. But these are 560s. I like 560s because, number one, they don't make them anymore. Number two, it's what the kids are wearing these days. They have a balloon fit and they taper down. So these always sell pretty good for me, pretty well for me. $28.99. $28.99. I paid $7.99. Do Levi's sell well? It just depends on what model they are. These sell well because they're a 560. 505s are like 550s, and 505s don't sell very well for me. It just depends what they are. What's up, Ferris? Like JD Vance. Cindy, you got a personality from her, like JD Vance. Yes, she's like JD Vance. Came from a lot. Yeah, you just knew. Like, the dude's a smart guy. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat, wherever. I don't talk politics or anything like that. I'm really more of a middle grounder, if anything. But that dude is smart. He's a smart cat. that JD Vance guy. So anyways, this sold for $28.99. It's not popping up. Not popping up. Paula. All right, Paula, that's going to you. I'm going part-time right now at the job at 60 so I can do more reselling. Tams, weren't you considering doing part-time? Are you going part-time now? Weren't you considering that? Is that a thing now? Is that for real? Please explain vacation setting options. Worried about the algorithm. So, Joanne, are you talking about on eBay? Let me know. Joanne, if you're talking about on eBay or somewhere else. Picked up a Ferragamo shoe lot in Meridian Hills last weekend. Daniel, well, that's the place to get them. Meridian Hills is like old money, Indianapolis. Yes, that is a place to get them. Nice pickup. Ferragamo shoe lot. Lucky. Love it. Surfs, what's up, Laurel Creek? Surfs, you might not see me in a long time. I had to put my daughter, aka my best friend, aka dog, to sleep. Oh, dang. I'm sorry, Sean. Since that I've not cared about anything. Sorry, Sean. Yeah, honestly, that's the main reason why I didn't want to get a dog, is because when you have to put him down, it's like the worst. It's the worst. It was one of the like top 3 worst days of my life has been that, probably. Like third worst day is putting my family dog down to sleep. Sorry to hear that. Yes, it's for real. All right, Tam, let's go. All right. Yes, and Mercari too. Okay, so eBay. If you're gone less than 2 weeks, I recommend you doing vacation mode and allow sales. Do vacation mode and allow sales. Yes, it will put up a little thing that says this person's on away mode or vacation mode, and your item will ship whenever you say you're going to get back. So it might be like your item will ship in a week or whatever it is. I would definitely do that. The other option on eBay is to turn your store off. I say put it on vacation mode and allow sales. Your sales will decrease, but you're going to come back to sales. I do it every time when I go on vacation. I get about a third less or maybe half the sales I normally do, but I still come back to sales. Totally fine. What I'd be more concerned about, you do that. And then what I would also do is maybe have a draft where you're going to list stuff every day while you're gone, or just list a whole bunch of stuff before you leave and then go. If you don't want to think about vacation, really back end it, list a lot of stuff before you leave, then go. Don't fall for JD's. Okay, Katie, I'm getting into politics. That's why I don't get into it. I'm not getting into politics stuff. Okay. Here we go. Vineyard Vines. This I found in Chicago. I forget how much I got it for. I think I paid like $10. I think I paid $10 for this. And it was, I actually have this in a live. I have this in a live video of me doing a Chicago haul. Paid $10 for this. Vineyard Vines, but it was new with tags. When I got out of the store and put it in Bearded's truck, I noticed that the little tag sticking out of it like that. I'm like, what? So Vineyard Vines, this is Clemson Tigers. I'll talk about it all the time. If you find a really good college, like an ACC college or a Big Ten, Pac-12, SEC college on a good brand like Vineyard Vines, you're going to get more money for that. That sold for $69.99 full asking price. I had a lot of offers on that, especially with college football and college going back to school. Perfect. Perfect timing, perfect sale. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so Mercari, you're going to have to turn your store off. Mercari, Depop, and Poshmark, you're going to have to turn your store off. Just saying, sirs. Just because he seems smart doesn't mean a good person. Hey, I don't know. I just know he seems like a smart guy, and it seems like it didn't come from much. But, again, people can write whatever they want. All I know, the fact is, my mom. That's the fact I know. That is a fact I know. Next item is a pair of True Religion jeans, retail arbitrage. I did not get what I wanted out of these. These are Rocco. Got these at Ross, brand new with tags for right around like $30 and sold them for $37.99. I had to drop the price. Not a good pickup. I thought I was cute and cool and found True Religion. And Katie, not mad at you for talking about religion or anything or politics or anything. I just know I don't like talking about it because then we get in those conversations. And we're talking about reselling here. I resell Donald Trump ties. because it makes me money. But yeah, these were not a good pickup. Sold for $37.99. Probably broke even on them after taxes and fees and everything. Just not a really good retail arbitrage. Again, this is an example. Retail arbitrage can be a little bit dangerous. You can pay up. You can either lose money or sit on $30 for a long time. Not good. Love my mom's store. Oh, there's a lot more to it too. What shipping do you do for Mercari Ground Advantage? Mercari, I do Ground Advantage. Yep, Angel. But sometimes Mercari will switch it over to UPS. I had one item go out UPS. So sometimes it will do UPS. Sometimes it will do Ground Advantage. I don't know really why it does either one, but I just print out the label. Buyer pays for it. All right, that's going out. Yep, padded flat rate envelope. I do all my jeans with padded flat rate envelope. What are Trump ties? They just say Donald Trump signature ties. I keep looking down here because I thought I had a shirt. But yeah, Donald Trump signature ties sell. They actually are nice ties, but whether it be people that are just that like him or not, whatever the case may be, I get them for $2 and I sell them. That's what I do. This was a retail arbitrage. Really good on this. I think I paid like $14 for this. This is a Rain Spooner, St. Louis Cardinals all over print shirt. Sold this for $34.99 on eBay. $34.99 on eBay. I had this listed for a long time for more money, and now it's becoming the end of the Major League Baseball season. I'm like, I don't want to sit on it another year, so I'm going to price it down. Again, it still made good money, $35. So you don't pay for your own Mercari. I don't. I have buyer pay shipping. Buyer pay shipping. This one is going to Thomas. Thomas got this one. I wonder if Thomas lives in St. Louis. True or false? Thomas lives in St. Louis. True or false? Does Thomas live in St. Louis? Yes or no? Yes or no? Circle yes or no if you like me. St. Louis. Over 1 pound USPS is $13.17 on Mercari. For UPS, super postage is $7.99 to $8.99. So that must be why it went out SurePost. SurePost. False. No, you're right. Tina, what's up, Tina? K.M. Blake, you're right. It's actually going to Ontario. Ontario. Another one of these Ping mallet covers. Bought these for 75% off, $14. Sold it for $8.99 or $11.99. I mean, $11.99. I've been selling these like crazy because I dropped the price. These didn't sell all year. Had them priced way up, I guess, at 20, then 15. They weren't selling it, and then I dropped them to $11.99, and they've been selling like all the time. Always gain knowledge watching your lives and get motivated to shop, list, and sell items. Let's go. Appreciate the kind comment. Kindness is great. We love kindness in here. So I appreciate that. Yes, shopping is my favorite. But as long, yeah, watching your lives motivated to shop, list, and sell. As long as you do all three, that's great. I could shop until I drop. I'm a dude, right? Hey, sir, just saw Jack Thrifts at Brownsburg. We thought, yeah, Jack Thrifts. What's up, Meg? Yeah, Jack Thrifts out where you live, where you go, Brownsburg. You took all the good stuff. Oh, we took all the good stuff. Good. Get that good stuff. I won't be out there. But yeah, get the good stuff. Yeah, he thrifts where you thrift. What's up, AZ? Arizona Pickens. Oh my gosh. Okay, my bad. I'm so far behind over here. If it's over a pound, it's cheaper to go UPS on Mercari. Auto Posture auto selects the cheapest for you. There you go. Logan says Auto Posture selects the cheapest for you. And I talk about Auto Posture all the time. I'm telling you, it's that easy. I just let people buy it and I ship it. At our bins, if Auto Posture paid me to learn more about it and make like content for them for Auto Posture, then I would probably dig deep and do a whole bunch of research and treat it like a project. But I don't get paid to make videos or anything like that. At our bins, it's $1.79. Each pair weighs about 2 pounds. So $3.58 a pair plus tax here in Ohio. Still better than regular stores. Oh, for sure, Bobby. Katie, y'all, also Lids is having a clearance sale. Check your malls. Got some double-sided OSU embroidered beanies yesterday for $5. Okay, Katie's saying Lids have a clearance sale, and Lids is out of Indianapolis, actually. That's where they're based out of. Okay, another pair. I forgot I did these too. Pair of Jordans. These were my son's. Cleaned them up real nice and cute, and I sold them. So he outgrew these. Bought these off of Ethan. He just gave them to me for how much he had in them, and now I sold them for $30. So $30 online. $3.89 a pound in LA at the bins. I'm telling you, people all the time are like in my chats or all my videos are like LA or here in Los Angeles, we'd be lucky to pay that. No. California's expensive. California's expensive. My roommate from college, and I'm not coming at you, Cali mom. California is beautiful, and sometimes, you know, the happiness is worth more than the money. But my roommate from college he's from Purdue, from Indiana, lives in LA, and everything's expensive out there. If he lived here, he would be living like way better. But it's just what it is out there. So if I were to start a reselling business and like I would look for somewhere that has the best, just like any other job, a job transfer. I would look for a city that has really good prices, really good thrift stores all over the place, good schools for my kids, and I would have a job transfer to that place. That's what I would do. So a job transfer. Buyer bundle went way overweight. Posh says, I will pay the difference. What do I do? What can I do? In the chat, Marie says, the buyer bundle went way overweight. Posh says, I pay the difference. What can I do? What can I do? From Colorado, resell it. Yeah, so everything's more expensive out in California. Everything's more expensive in California. It's the way it is. We miss Ethan. I know. I miss Ethan too. I miss him live. California is way too expensive. I know business and I have to have a full-time job and still struggling in California. I know. So when I went and visited my roommate from college, he lives in an apartment, and there were friends of his that were females in the apartment complex, 3 teachers that had to live together because they couldn't afford to live on their own. Teachers. I'm a teacher here in Indiana, and when I was single, I bought a smaller home, but I owned a home as a teacher. In California, 3 people have to rent an apartment, 3 teachers, because they can't afford to live in like a condo or a house. So those are going out again. Those were my kids' shoes, kids' Jordans. Another online arbitrage, K-Shoes Polo. You look for that little logo in the stores, you're going to be, that's good. That's good. This is as good as G4, K-Shoes. K-Shoes, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it looks like K-Shoes. K-Shoes. Another one, this is the second one in this batch that I sold retail arbitrage. Paid $22 for it. Sold for $38.99 on eBay. That's probably why California orders so much on eBay, probably. But I did love visiting him out there. He lives right by Runyon Canyon out there. We would go in the canyon. He wined and dined me. He took me everywhere. It was really cool to see everything out there. LA is a big city. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go there like Chicago or New York and be able to like kind of walk most places. It's not that way. Next item is that one, the person canceled it. That punk. That was a good sale too. It was a $100 sale. This is a Harley Davidson white shirt. Harley Davidson white shirt. It does have a couple little mustard stains on the front. So I pointed that out to the buyer. It sold for $23.74 auto posture sale. I pointed it out on the listing. Someone bought it. Otherwise, this Harley, this white one, probably would have sold for around $40. The white always does well. And I found my first K-Shoes this weekend. Let's go. And First Nobles. Tams, you're definitely going part-time, girl. You're going to be going full-time reselling soon. Per Posh, any overweight costs are paid by the seller. So any overweight costs are paid by the seller per Poshmark. Arizona flippin' says. So there you have your answer. You're going to have to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for that. That's ridiculous. I was a sped teacher and was so underpaid. Teachers are consistently working. Always. 100%. I taught special ed PE, which was a really good gig. But I mean, constant. It's funny because people will be like, why is this? That's not their name. Steve. People will always say, teachers get the summers off. If teachers didn't get the summers off, you wouldn't have teachers. That's the plan. Full-time resale. Let's do it, Tams. California is ridiculous expensive. Even at the thrift stores or Goodwill, shirts are $8.99. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what? Chicago, the thrift stores were hit and miss. Some were expensive, some weren't. And Chicago, is like an expensive, but it's a Midwest expensive. So they're like halfway. They're like in between. Under Armour, new with tags. Again, I don't pick these up unless I get them like $5 new with tags, something like this. This sold for $21.99. $21.99, and this sat for probably a month and a half. New with tags, Under Armour, $21.99, and it sat for a month and a half. That's what I used to sell these for used. That's why I don't buy these anymore. Shorts are buying. Ralph Lauren Green Label suit jackets selling. Ralph Lauren Green Label suit jackets I only buy if they are a gold button blazer or really, really big size with a good blend, like linen or silk. For me, that's what I buy. I have to pay $7.99. But it's like this. I see them all the time. And again, I tell people, if you're new here, a lot of people aren't new, or a lot of people are seasonal resellers. They know this. But I always talk about new thing or the same thing over and over because they're new people. Normally, if you see something often, and this is a big mistake for me in the beginning because there weren't people telling me what to do, or I couldn't take advice from resellers. There weren't anyone online. If you see an item over and over again, more than likely that's not something you should pick up. So Ralph Lauren Green Label, I know I talk about Polo Ralph Lauren a lot, but Ralph Lauren Green Label suits, I see them all the time, so I rarely pick those up. If you look on eBay, there's a ton of them listed, and the sell-through rate's not great, so it just depends. Do I buy Ralph Lauren ties? I don't. I don't buy Ralph Lauren ties. Nope, not even Polo ties. I've bought like 2 in the past. They've done okay. Teachers don't get the summer off. They're probably working a second job so they can make ends meet. You're 100% right. 100% right. This is why I did it. This was my second job for forever. And also, summers are short now, like 2 months. Pair of Oakley pants. These are like, I talk about these often. I never pass these up for $5. These are $5 where I live. Oakley golf / motocross pants. Like a lot of people in the motocross world wear these Oakley pants and Oakley gear, Oakley stuff. This sold for $18.99. Again, I don't pass these up. Did I not pack that hat? I did amazing at yard sales at flea markets in California this past weekend. No excuses. There you go. Arizona, no excuses in California. He did amazing at the flea markets in California. You got to think of all the money out in California. There's probably a lot of donations or a lot of places to get good stuff. You just got to make those connections. The best connection, if some way, somehow, we could do it, is just get our name out there to a group of people or friends who will be like, hey, my buddy buys clothing. Instead of donating them, help him out with his business and you can make a little extra money. And then they tell, hey, this person I know I sold my clothing to, and just let that spread. That would be awesome. That's what we want. In fact, I made business cards, even though it's goofy. I do have business cards. All right, I got to get this real quick. So that box down there is where my hats are. So this, another Travis Matthew hat sold. Putting it in this box right here. So that's where I keep my hats, right down there in that box. That's my hat bin. $10 for this one. The last one I sold for $15. I have like 15 of these left or 20 of these left. I have them listed for 15. Someone messaged me and said, hey, would you take 10? And I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll take 10. So I sent him an offer for $10. I took 10 because I don't want to hold these all winter long. So I took $10. Teach and preach, brother. I'm 23 years in the game at elementary level. Reselling is a fun side hustle. Let's go. I appreciate you, what you do, and sticking with it. 23 years. You're almost, there's a light at the end of your tunnel. But yes, teaching is it. I put 13 years in and I'm done. So, but my wife still teaches and we love it. They're not paid enough. You're right. Been teaching 17 years and getting ready to go full-time resell next year. Let's go. My sister stopped teaching after 17 years, I believe 17, and my brother-in-law after 17 years. And they're good teachers. The sad thing is all these good teachers are leaving. That's the sad thing. All right, that sold for $10. Making sure it's going to the right buyer. Brady, it is. Boop. Okay, next item is a pair of shoes. So these are a pair of cleats. You guys know I bought these for $10, sold them for $24.99 if you've been watching me. Retail arbitrage, I bought like 150 pairs of kids' cleats. Same place as those shoes. Bought them for $10 a piece. I've been selling them all spring and winter, all spring and summer long. 10 into 25. Oh God. Jack Thrifts, we're just talking about you. So Jack Thrift said, 2 people already came up to me today, said they saw you in Surf's video. The thrifts are busy today. Everyone's trying to get it in before they go back to college. As soon as kids go back to high school and college, it's nice because the thrift stores are less busy. But that's funny. Yeah, that my last video had Jack Thrifts in it. If you guys want to go watch it, it's on YouTube. And we were just talking about you. Meg said she saw you over at Your Goodwill. Shout out from Philippines. What's up, Philippines? I want to go there someday. That's how good people take you more serious when you have a business card. I know, a business card on hand. I know. So I have it. So I've done some buyouts before with people. And I want to make sure I keep that. I want to keep that business card around and definitely get in with some people. Still, even at that, you have to understand there's certain clientele out there that would just rather not deal with it. Just have whoever helps them or work for them just take it all and donate it. Like they don't need the extra $300 from me that I'm going to buy out from them. They would just rather not. In fact, they would rather just help a new entrepreneur out rather than getting the money. I've dealt with a lot of estate sale people like that. So it's kind of a pickle to get into, try to find it. This is an Under Armour. Again, I priced all these at $10 and it sold for $10. 36 years as a teacher, retire in 3 years. Reselling on the side to when you retire. It's such a good little job when you retire. Such a good little job. Congratulations, by the way. Retiring soon. Getting a rougher to teach these days. Glad I retired, but the insurance was nice for sure. That's why my wife is still teaching. That's why she's still teaching, so I can get that insurance. Well, that's why I like her still teaching. Ask dry cleaners for their items no one picks up. I thought about that. I wonder if that's something that they would do. I wonder if that's something they would do, because then everyone would start doing it and they'd be like, Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of Virginia Tech t-shirts and sweatshirts. Should I sell as a lot or individually? It depends the brand. If they're Vineyard Vines, sell them individually, stuff like that. Peter Millar individually. If it's a lot of like brands, sell them as a lot. That's all 44 items, everybody. Long morning, 2 hours, and we've been on 2 hours and 3 minutes, I think. 2 hours and 15 minutes, something like that. I don't know. But Columbia, Nike, yeah. You can lot them up. I would lot them up. I would probably just lot them up. If they're Columbia, Nike, and they're used, previously enjoyed, lot them up. What's up? Hey, I'm out of here. So, again, yeah, appreciate you guys being in here. As always, thank you. I'm going to put out a new YouTube video if you want to watch it for funsies later on. If you're new, just coming in, you can watch this later on YouTube or Facebook. Appreciate you guys as always. Hope you learned something new today, and I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be Friday morning. So I'll see you probably Friday morning. Bye, everybody. Oh, I will go live thrifting maybe on Thursday. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.